What is going on, YouTube? Joe here with Color Nation Media, bringing you yet another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle today. And today's opponent is Derek. I'm not sure if this guy has a YouTube channel or not. I don't remember exactly where I found this battle because I'd been doing a lot of random Wi-Fi battles, and then I was just fighting like random subscribers and stuff. So I'm not sure which battle this exactly was and which dude this was. But anyway, let's just look at the teams first. On his side, it looks like his only possible Mega Evolution is going to be that Tyranitar, so we're going to have to watch out for that. And then the rest of his team looks like it's just mainly faster threats. Typhlosion, Sceptile, and Talonflame are all very fast, but they're pretty frail. Of course, you've got the priority with Talonflame. And then Diggersby and Scrafty are a little bit slower, a little bit bulkier. And of course, you have to watch out for the common choice band sets on Diggersby and the Dragon Dance sets from Scrafty. Now on my side, I'm bringing some new pokes because I finally got around to breeding some shit, and I've actually got, you know, a box full maybe of just completely new Pokemon that I'm going to be throwing in here and there, you know, just testing teams and seeing how they do, random sets, stuff like that. Nothing crazy. So I got my Jolteon here. That's going to be a spec set. I've got Prankster Whimsicott. I've got my banded Talonflame, especially defensive Milotic, and I think you've seen the Talonflame and the Milotic before. I think those are the only two that are not new on this specific team. And then I've got Mismagius, who is a nasty plot set with 3 attacks. And then I've got Mega Scizor, so that's pretty self-explanatory. Mega Scizor is almost always Swords Dance. So that's that. Alright, let's just get right into this battle here, because, I don't know, I feel like I've been going on too much about random shit. It doesn't matter. Okay, so Derek is issuing a challenge, and he's going to start off with his Diggersby, though, and I wonder where he got that nickname from. Everybody seems to like to steal Shofu's catchphrases and such, but anyway, alright, so I got my Jolteon out here, and that's a bad matchup with this Diggersby, so I'm going to switch out to my Mismagius, thinking maybe he'll go for an Earthquake. But he doesn't. He goes for Return, and I'm still immune to that. And I think he was predicting that I would switch into Talonflame there, and then he would nail me with the Return, but I went for Mismagius instead. So now he's going to switch out. So he might be banded, I'm not sure yet at this point. But he's going to switch into Talonflame while I go for the Nasty Plot. I'm almost positive he's going to switch out there. There's not really much that Diggersby could do, even if he wasn't banded. So that's that. Tyranitar gets the Sandstorm up there, and of course he's going to Mega Evolve on this turn. I was almost positive that this was going to be a Mega Evolution because, well, it's the only member of his team that can actually Mega Evolve at all, so that's that. So I don't think he's expecting me to have Dazzling Gleam here, but I do. Super effective. Of course, this thing is so bulky in the sand, so that just does a little bit more than half, and he gets his rocks up, which sucks because, you know, I've got Talonflame, but that's okay. And I'm going to go for another Dazzling Gleam and get rid of this Tyranitar. So the fact that this Tyranitar didn't even get to hit me once, I think is just, I don't know, really good at this point. And I'll take having the rocks up, you know, over having him still be alive. So now he's going to bring in his Scrafty and then switch immediately. I'm not sure why he was going to do that. I don't know if he misclicked sending out Scrafty and just, you know, realized that afterwards. I've done that before, so I would not be surprised. But he's going to switch into his Typhlosion, and he's going to take that Dazzling Gleam not too badly. I mean, it's a resisted hit, but I am at +2, and I do have max special attack on this thing, so I don't know. And it's a leftovers set, which is kind of weird. But I guess he's also not expecting me to have the Power Gem because he stays in here, so he takes that, and yeah, Typhlosion cannot stand up to a Power Gem, so he goes down. So I've got Typhlosion and Tyranitar out of the way, and I've taken almost no damage. So I'm feeling pretty good here. Now Talonflame is going to come in, and I decide to stay in here because I'm thinking maybe I can live a Brave Bird, just a sliver of health. And yeah, that does not happen, so Mismagius goes down, but having taken out, like I said, both Typhlosion and Tyranitar, I'm pretty happy with that performance, so can't say that anything bad came of that. So I'm going to send in Milotic now, who also can't take Brave Birds very well. But I do have the type advantage, so I'm thinking if he stays in, I'm going to KO him with Scald. So he's actually going to switch out here, which is the right move. Good play by him. He's going to switch into his Sceptile, and I get a crit. No burn, though. I would actually prefer the burn, because that would get some residual damage. But I can't stay in here. I'm going to have to take a Leaf Storm if I do. And even though I am a specially defensive Milotic, I don't want to take that, so I'm going to switch into my Scizor, who can take that nicely because he resists the hit. And he does, in fact, take that pretty well. So now you get the statistics drop there, and he's going to have to switch out. So I'm like, oh, that's good. So he's going to switch out his Sceptile back into his Talonflame, and I'm like, crap, that's not good. Because even though I'm Mega Evolving, it doesn't matter. It's not like I'm going to be faster than Talonflame. So I decided to go for the U-turn here, thinking, you know what, he's probably going to switch out. So get some damage and then get Scizor out of there and, you know, get a safe switch into somebody. So I'm going to do that and send out my Milotic again. So he's either going to have to go for the Brave Bird here, or he's just going to have to switch out again. And it turns out that he's going to switch out again. He just does not feel comfortable staying in with Talonflame against Milotic. So I don't really blame him. I don't think Brave Bird would kill. Or it would be close. So good move. He's going to switch back into his Sceptile, and we're doing the exact same thing here. So this time, I'm going to switch out again because I know Leaf Storm is coming. This time I'm going to switch out to Talonflame, though. And he can still take the hit. The problem is that I have to take the Stealth Rock damage. And that's kind of an issue because this is a banded Talonflame. It does not have Roost, so there's no way for me to recover this damage. And now after taking that hit, I cannot switch back in, so Talonflame needs to stay in here, and I'm just going to be basically spamming moves. The same move, because I'm Choice Banded, which is Brave Bird, and I'm just going to use it until I die. That's my plan here, because switching him out is stupid. I can't bring him back in. I do not have a Rapid Spinner, which is kind of stupid also on my part, because having a Talonflame and no Rapid Spin support is just, I don't know, it's a bad idea. But I need to get some Rapid Spinners first. I have Starmie, but I just didn't bring it in this battle. So, actually, Brave Bird KOs Diggersby in one hit. He brings his Talonflame back in, and I KO that in one hit. Although the Talonflame had prior damage. So that actually worked out really well for me because Talonflame was just basically fodder at that point. All I could do was just spam the same move, and I ended up taking out 2 pokes with it. I don't know if he knew that it was banded, though. I'm not sure. Or maybe he just thought that he could barely live with Diggersby, but that was not the case. So now I'm going to go into my Specs Jolteon, and I'm going to go for a Thunderbolt, and that does a lot of damage to this Scrafty. He's going to go for a Dragon Dance, but I'm almost positive that even with the boost in speed, at +1, Scrafty is not fast enough to take out, not to take out, but to outspeed Jolteon. He would have taken me out in one hit had he gone first. But that's that. So Scrafty goes down, and now he's just going to bring out his Sceptile again, and I'm going to go for a Thunderbolt because I'm locked into it. And actually that KOs the Sceptile too because of a crit. But then again, I don't really think that mattered. That's the end of the battle. And actually, in retrospect, it actually wasn't that close. I thought it was a little bit closer than that, maybe, but still not a bad battle. There was some nice plays going on there. It ended up just being where he kind of got wrecked by Mismagius and Talonflame combined. If I didn't get those two, or combined 4 KOs, it would have been a lot different, but I don't know. I think Talonflame is kind of broken, honestly, so I might not be using it as much in future battles, just because, I don't know, I think it's kind of cheap in some ways. It doesn't break any rules or anything. It's not Ubers or anything like that. It's just kind of like, I don't know, definitely OP, but oh well. Alright, so it was a good battle, and hopefully we'll get a closer one up next time, but thank you guys for watching. Do not forget to like the video, please. I don't think I ever have asked you guys that, but I don't really like doing it. I don't know. I have something against it, but I don't know. It just kind of sounds bad, but it'd be awesome if you could like the video because it actually does really help me out, and any YouTuber will tell you the same thing, so yeah, it means the world to me. So thanks very much for watching, guys. I'll catch you next time. Game on.